You could say we here at Top 5 Central are experienced with the funniest TV moments of all time. From...
So did you know that you could perhaps kill somebody?
Yes, but I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friends.
To...
And so, that's like an alarm clock. Woo woo!
Welcome to the 25 funniest moments in all of live TV. When your job is being security, you're there to, you guessed it, make sure things are secure. So when this sports broadcast had a fan in the back waving a jersey, the security had one job: to remove him.
Another power display by your Atlanta Braves. And of course, we have a situation where we're going to get you downstairs now.
News stations are a huge asset to police. If you could put a mugshot in front of tens of thousands of locals, maybe they could help you identify the criminal. It definitely worked this time just because of how accurate it is.
Now, this just in, police officers in Lancaster, Pennsylvania were asking people to be on the lookout for a man who robbed a store. And I think we do have his description. Can we take that? Let's take his description. Okay, this is the guy they wanted people in Pennsylvania to be out on the lookout for. He's got a nose and some hair that goes like that, and he was wearing a hat at the time of this particular crime. He's got kind of a chin that comes down to almost a point. Stands about 5 feet 4 inches tall. There it is. Get a good look for yourself. Oh, and now I'm getting word that police actually caught this guy, thanks to the sketch, no doubt. So here's a picture of the real guy next to the sketch that led to his arrest.
Where's the pointy chin?
It's uncanny, Lisa.
There's a lot of things you should not do on live TV. Swearing maybe, being violent. Oh, and if you have to fart, at least do it when it's not your segment.
6 heures après l'attaque, que sait-on du profil des assaillants?
Écoutez, on sait que l'un... Pardon.
Spider-Man's always here to save the day. You see a kitten trapped in a tree? Don't worry about it. Mary Jane just tripped off a building, all taken care of. A news reporter, well...
I'm right here in Times Square, and I know he's here somewhere, and I cannot wait for the moment I can say I met...
I think he was supposed to
You gotta be really picky with what you say on live TV. That's why there's always screens behind the set to tell reporters what to say.
When my son was teething, he used to like to take the big fat rubber end of my vibrating toothbrush and put it in his mouth on.
Okay.
And he'd just kind of sit there like, oh yeah, that feels good. That hit the spot. My gums are itchy.
Yeah, you can see why scripts and writers are extremely important in the news business. There's kind of an unspoken rule in the live TV business that if you don't know, you probably should. Babies are an absolute disaster for TV, and animals are an absolute disaster for TV, especially flamingos.
They're good for ridding your garden of bugs or flying onto plants.
How's that for an introduction?
Yes.
Right.
We'll be right
We'll be
back
talking
with
about
today.
this next or now.
Part of being a news reporter is talking about extremely important news in your community. Most news is about other people, so when talking about it, you gotta say their name, which could go bad on names where, well, they're hard to pronounce.
And hundreds gathered today to say their final goodbyes to this fallen Louisville police officer, D.D. Megadoodoo. I'm sorry.
Going live on TV from home, especially on the BBC, is a huge achievement for someone's career. The BBC brings on guests all the time, but going into this, I thought this was a one-person interview.
Just how do democracies respond to those scandals?
And what will it mean for the wider region? I think one of your children has just walked in. I mean, shifting sands in the region. Do you think relations with the North may change?
I would be surprised if they do. Pardon me. Pardon me. My apologies.
What's this going to mean for the region?
My apologies. South Korea's policy choices on North Korea have been severely limited.
When you're not live on the TV station and you're out reporting about stuff, you gotta be careful. A flying bird could get you, maybe even a plane could land on you, but a skateboard?
You'd be right to be skeptical. Thousands of additional skateboards.
Nothing's more frustrating when technology bugs out on you when you're just trying to do your job, but the way this news reporter handled it was amazing.
Fall amounts could be up to 30 inches in some spots. Rest of the country, we're looking
It's like
gotta call Best Buy, huh? Look, our prices are insane. We're looking at right now. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
I said it before, when you're not on the TV station, be careful. If it's downpouring rain and you see a puddle, well, what happens to you isn't anyone's fault but yours.
Being built here over the...
Sports reporting is probably one of the hardest jobs in the world because you gotta interact with crazy sports fans.
JB, puck drop tonight is at 8:30 as the Predators look to take a 2-1 series lead. And clearly, Stars fans want to give them a rude awakening.
Much love to the Predators, man, but go Stars!
Thank you, Steve. Be careful out there, my man.
I mean, this one's probably one of the nicer ones, but still, just look at this dude's face. He clearly isn't a Stars fan. When you're doing a news report, you have to investigate and do a lot of research into your topic. This news reporter definitely took her time to study.
So, Randy, I gotta ask, how extensive was your research in the back of that limo?
You know, Anderson, it was top notch. We did very extensive research, I have to tell you. My brain was a little fuzzy by the time I got out of there. Oh yeah, I wasn't thinking right. I couldn't remember even some of the questions that I wanted to ask in the interview, which has never happened to me when I'm reporting in the field. And I found things to be really funny, much funnier than I normally do. So I think we got a little bit of a contact high there.
How much longer are you gonna be there for, Randy? You moving there, or?
I think I need to come home. I think I need to come home.
I'm coming home
tomorrow.
Back to the East Coast. Yeah, come back to the East Coast,
Do you
Randy.
think they'll know?
Right, thanks very much.
Okay.
I want to wash your clothes before going through security at the airport, too. I don't know. A lot of smoke probably set in.
I'd say the most important part of being a talk host is, well, talking. Sometimes it gets a bit too hard, though.
Well, this call may want you to, you may
Bundle
want
up
to,
inside?
You may want, this cold may not want you to do anything, but you may feel like you want to head out, go somewhere warm. I'm sorry.
This is good. What are you trying to say? We're all wondering.
All right, when you get married, your ring is supposed to be super sacred and extremely important to both you and your wife. Maybe you lose it in the drain or something silly like that, but this, I just...
What about this? So this guy went home, presumably, and told his wife, listen, I was at the cow farm today and I lost my wedding ring because a cow sucked it off.
That's right. Or maybe his wife was asking what else the cow was sucking off. Maybe I shouldn't have said that on telly.
I'm glad you said it, brother, and not me. Hey.
A cow, bro? What were you even doing with the cow? The news channel is supposed to be super coordinated at all times. Sometimes people get confused.
Our Kern River Valley is looking at those 90s as well, 93 degrees for tomorrow. Some upper 80s have been popping up because we see that cool down Monday into Tuesday to have to be 83 degrees for tomorrow. Hey, Carrie, it's not your turn yet. And then we see those upper 70s, Fraser Park, upper 70s as well. Carrie's really excited to bring us. We weren't done with weather, but she was ready. Carrie's ready. Okay.
Carrie, wait your turn. Let's be real, if you or me were on live TV, we'd pull all sorts of stupid pranks because it'd be hilarious. These people got the right idea.
This morning, bumper-to-bumper traffic on I-25 after a major...
Sometimes reporting about news regarding the ocean happens, and when it does, you gotta get to work. Just because it's about the ocean doesn't mean you gotta go in though, right?
Delta. Want hier wordt binnenkort het grootste paasevenement van Nederland georganiseerd. Zeilkampen. Burgemeester, wat is er nou zo bijzonder aan zeilkampen?
Als je de mooiste...
Jongens, dat gaat niet goed. Deze kant op. Probeer.
Remember earlier when I said don't stand next to puddles? Well, a car might not notice you. Will a snowplow?
It's my biggest pet peeve. Well, what?
Looks like the answer is still no. I've shown you like 20 clips from news shows, but this is just, it's so cringy, I'm just gonna skip to the next one.
Yeah, you better do what we tell ya. There's a sky full of strats, better grab an umbrella, I make it rain. I make it rain on them homes, I make it rain. I make it rain on them roads, I make it rain. I make the highs and the lows, I make it rain. I make the rain and the snow. If I tell you a storm's coming, I'm not lying. Predict so well, you'd swear I'm a Mayan.
When Fortnite came out, it was absolutely massive. You'd find it in shops, all over the internet, and most importantly, on live TV.
This Gilbert neighborhood early yesterday morning, targeting unwanted vehicles to burglarize, but also leaving behind, as it turns out.
When showcasing your brand new iPhone that's one of the first in the world, you're gonna be nervous. Sweaty hands are a thing, and well, sometimes it goes wrong.
This is just a normal iPhone 6. I didn't want a bigger one.
All right, we're doing the reveal. His name's Jack.
Being interrupted by people when you're reporting on live TV is just rude, but Mother Nature, that's just downright cold.
As a result, it does take quite a long time to make change, even with the best will in the world.
You heard it here on Top 5 Central, animals and babies are a no-go. But if you want to be dumb and do it, and you want to hold a chicken on live TV, you could go right ahead. You're just going to land yourself on one of these videos.
Australorp cockerel, one of 500 birds that are being judged today at the show.
I'll tell you more later.
You gotta look professional as a weather reporter. Literally everyone is always wearing a nice jacket and pants, except for this guy.
We're near Scott City right now. That thing kind of comes and goes.
Make sure you check out this video to see crazy water slides built in people's backyards. I'll see you guys there.